Shalom. First off, I'd like to give it all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh, who the world didn't really calls God. In the name of Yahushai, who the world didn't really calls Jesus Christ. Secondly, I'd like to give a double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who continue to teach us this truth. And a salutations to you, Akim, out there, doing the work of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai sincerely. Now, this is going to be a read-through of Psalm 17. And just going to get right to it. Not Psalm 17, Salaki, Proverbs 17. Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than an house full of sacrifices with strife. Right, so it's better to be in quietness, all right, than to be in a house full of strife. All right. It says a wise servant shall have rule over a son that causeth shame, and shall have part of the inheritance amongst the brethren. The finding pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the Lord trieth the hearts. All right, so the Lord is going to be the one that tries the hearts. All right, and how does He try your heart? All right, usually by putting you in that furnace, making you catch that hell, trying to refine you. It says, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth an ear to a naughty tongue. All right, so it says a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips. So someone who does wickedly listens to lying lips. It says, and a liar giveth an ear, all right, to a naughty tongue. All right, so a liar is going to also listen to someone who is dishonest. It says, whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker. All right, so whoever makes a mockery of the poor hates his maker. All right, and the poor, who is the poor? In the context of the scriptures, the poor is the nation of Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the people that descend from them. All right, we are the poor in the scriptures, man. We are the poor when it comes to, worldly and financial possessions, man. It says, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. All right, and it says, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. Children's children are the crown of old men, so grandchildren are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers, and the glory of children are their dads. That's their glory. But that's why the so-called white man makes it. It's almost like it's his mission to make sure that women and men are in constant war with each other. All right. Feeds these women vile philosophies such as feminism, and incentivizes them to get rid of their baby fathers. All right. Because that is indeed what? That is the glory of the children, their fathers. It says, excellent speech becometh not a fool, much less do lying lips a prince. Exactly. So, excellent speech, people who have excellent speech are not fools, but people with lying lips don't become princes. All right. It says, a gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that hath it. All right, so a gift, when someone gives you something, it's like a precious stone when it's in your face. It says, whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth. All right, so it's, a prize, a prize or a gift. It looks good, it pleases you. It pleases your sight. It says, he that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends. All right, so he that covereth a transgression seeketh love. So if you cover a transgression, you're seeking, you seeketh love. You're trying to gain favor. All right, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends. But he who continuously does the same thing over and over can cause strife amongst people. All right, that's what it's saying. And now this chapter, these verses are little drops, little gems of knowledge. So even though it may seem like they're not connected, all right, they are connected in terms of the premise of the entire Proverbs, which is just little snippets of knowledge here and there. All right. It says, a reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. Exactly. So when you reprove a wise man, all right, it's going to enter him because he's wise. He's going to take your counsel. He's going to take your advice. All right. And he's going to move with it. All right. He's going to do what he has to do. It says, a reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. In evil, but 100 stripes is going to be hard to teach a fool a lesson, even if you give him 100 stripes. Even if you're giving him good counsel, he's not going to listen. And even if you give him 100 stripes, he's not going to listen because ultimately he's a fool. It says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. Exactly. So an evil man only seeketh rebellion. So when a man is evil and he's only seeking rebellion, the only way to really stop him is to send a cruel messenger against him. All right, and that's usually in the way of death. It says, let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man, rather than a fool in his folly. So it says, let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man, all right, rather than a fool in his folly. All right. It says, whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. So whoever rewards evil for good, all right, evil is not going to depart from his house because there's a reward for it. It says, the beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. All right, the beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. When you let out water, what happens? If you're thinking about it like a hose, once you can't really stop water from coming out. It says, therefore, leave off contention before it be meddled with. So it says the beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. So if you're thinking about a hose, right? Like let's say you turn on a hose, you're not going to be able to cap that hose. You're not going to be able to hold the water in. All right, that water is going to come out no matter what. And it's the same thing with strife. All right, it says, therefore, leave off contention before it be meddled with. Exactly. So you got to leave off contention, leave off strife, because once you're on that path of strife and contention, it's hard to turn it off. It's always going to come out. It says, he that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination unto the Lord. All right, so he that justifies wicked behavior and the wicked in general, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination unto the Lord. So they're both an abomination. All right, it says, wherefore there is a price in the hand. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing that he hath no heart to it? All right, so is there a price for the fool trying to get wisdom, even though he sees that he's not really interested, his mind isn't for it? It says, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Right, so a friend loves you at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So a brother is born when you're going through something. All right, that's why that's why brotherhood in this walk is important. Because we all have the same, we have the same goal in mind, which is what? The goal is to make it onto those ships, make it onto those so-called UFOs, man, make it onto those chariots and see the fall of this kingdom and inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That is the goal. And since we all want that, all right, we all need to go through what? Through the furnace of adversity. And that's how brothers are born. All right. It says, a man void of understanding striketh hands and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. right? So a man void of understanding striketh hands, right? It's violent. It says, and becometh surety in the presence of his friend, and it becomes a surety, it becomes a guarantee in the presence of his friends. It says, he loveth transgression, that loveth strife, and he that excelleth his gate seeketh Salaki, and he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. All right, so he that loveth transgression loveth strife. All right, so if you love transgression, you love strife. You love the things that come with it. Matter of fact, I have a computer right here. Let me just look up what the word strife is so that we don't have any Salakia. I'm here on the Merriam-Webster dictionary. The definition of strife, it says bitter, sometimes violent conflict or dissension. All right, so a struggle. So if you love transgression, then you love struggle. And he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. And it says, he that hath a froward heart findeth no good, and he that hath perverse tongue falleth into mischief. He that begetteth a fool doeth it in his sorrow, and the father of a fool have no joy. So the father of a fool has no joy. All right, so if your son is a fool, all right, then you begat a fool. You gave birth. You fathered a fool. All right, there's no joy in that. It says, a merry heart doeth good like medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. All right, so a merry heart, a happy heart doeth good like medicine. You know, a merry heart is good like medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. A broken spirit is not good. A broken spirit drieth the bones. It says, a wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. All right, so a wicked man is going to give a gift to pervert the ways of judgment. All right, to try to subvert judgment. That's why the scriptures say that when the judgment comes, all right, there, when it comes to those troops and when it comes to the civil unrest, all right, the gold and silver is not gonna help you. All right, because that is the attempt of a wicked man to pervert the ways of judgment. It says wisdom is before him that has understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. All right, so wisdom is before him that have understanding. So wisdom is going to be in the places where he that has understanding abides. It says, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. But a fool, all right, he's going to be searching. He's not going to find anything. He's not going to find that wisdom. All right, because ultimately he's a fool. It says, a foolish son is grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bare him. So a foolish son is grief, right? And bitterness to his mother. It says also, to punish the just is not good, nor to strike princes for equity. All right, so to punishing of the just is not good. All right, and who are the just in this case? All right, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, who are doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai sincerely. So the punishment of those men, all right, is not good, nor to strike princes for equity. All right, but neither is striking the princes. All right, neither is, let's say going against whoever is going against them. Ultimately, the Lord is going to take care of that. It says, he that hath knowledge spareth words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. So he that has knowledge, all right, someone who's wise, they don't talk too much. It says a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. And a man of understanding has an excellent spirit. He has a good spirit. It says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So it says, even a fool, when he's quiet, all right, is counted as wise because he hasn't spoken anything. You know, it says, he that shutteth his lips is esteemed as a man of understanding, but he that shuts his mouth is esteemed as a man of understanding. All right, so this was just a quick read through of Proverbs 17. I'd like to give an all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. No honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And until next time, shalom.